Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Mayfield now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 42's the mark. 42's the mark. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Shoot. Motion.
Hey, ball 66.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Miller with a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, slant route to Miller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone cover.
So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 12, Brady completes it to Aguilar. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. John Hightower now from his end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down at 4, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Brady to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Brady will look to throw for it. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The 71 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now Chubb running right, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now Brady. It's caught by Aguilar.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Brady now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And now off to the races, down the right side. And down to the 11.
160 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week.